everybody. Let me get our down-tempo music going here. 1 second. If we're gonna sit here and listen to me talk, we're gonna have some music in the background. Oh, it's raining outside. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. I'm so happy y'all are here. I'm just getting this music set up super quick, and I don't know why it's not loading. Hold on a moment. Maybe it's just that one that's not working. Let me try a different track. Let's see. If it doesn't work, we move on. But let's see. Of course, it was working before I started the stream, but once I start, it doesn't work. That's okay. Well, in the meantime, while I get this started, hi everyone! Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys are doing well this fine Friday afternoon, morning, evening, wherever you are in the world. Oop, I think the music is working. Yes, it is. Let me know if you guys can hear that or if it's too loud. I don't know what the audio balancing sounds like. All right, so let me get chat pulled up so I can actually see it. There we go. Oh my gosh, Cha-Cha, Seji, Rashad. Hi, guys. Oh, wow. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Oh my gosh, the besties are here. Seji, why are you awake? Oh my gosh. Hi, everyone. How do you sing so well? Stop. Thank you. So basically the stream is going to be an update stream. I've been needing to do one for a while, and like earlier this week I sat down and I'm like, you know what? We're gonna do it on a Friday because most people are getting home on a Friday, so we're gonna do it today. And oh my gosh, similar real, you did not. I'm so glad to have gotten the chance to catch this live stream. Keep up the absolutely amazing work with your company. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much for the $10 donation. Oh my gosh, I love you so much. Ah. Hi, Odysseus. Welcome back. You're anywhere but Ithaca, I see. Cha-Cha, I love you. For those who don't know, Cha-Cha is a very talented artist. I got the absolute privilege of working with them on art for an upcoming cover that I think I'm gonna release next weekend. I won't say anything yet, but y'all are going to love it. It's fine, I'll sleep when I'm dead. That's fair. That is fair. Aster! Hi! Oh my gosh, everyone is here. This is so great. But yeah, as mentioned, this is gonna be an update stream. We have not a whole lot to run through, but enough things that are exciting that I think it was worthy of a stream. Plus, I miss talking to you guys, so why not? I torture my friends at school with me singing Warrior of the Mind, We'll Be Fine. Me too. Oh my gosh, I have a friend that we sing Warrior of the Mind all the time. Like, it's such an easy go-to duet, I think. We'll Be Fine's a bit harder, but Warrior of the Mind is a pretty fun one. Hi, Lunar Moon, welcome in. Yeah, so as mentioned on the live stream, we're basically going to be discussing some streaming release updates. I have been getting a lot of comments about releasing my songs to streaming, and I have some excellent news regarding that. So we'll be touching up on that. We'll also be talking about a rebrand for my channel. I have been wanting to rebrand my channel for a few years now since the current theme is really cute. It's definitely not. I don't think it represents who I am now. It was the current brand is like the Loganne before I had went to college, but we have a whole new thing going, so that's really exciting. And then yapping because I can't stop. We're already like 5 minutes into the stream and we haven't started talking about the details yet, so clearly we've already yapped. And then a Q&A. I actually got some questions on my Instagram that I'll be answering as well, but you're also more than welcome to ask them in the chat, and I will answer them as soon as I can. The chat goes a little quick, but I will try my best. If I miss your question, just ask it again, and I promise I will answer it. So yeah, you know what? Great transition, Aster. I can listen to Loganne all day, every day on both Spotify and YouTube. Let's talk about it. So, streaming release. There have been a lot of songs I've been wanting to release to streaming. If you guys don't know, I already do have a few covers on streaming. Let me just see which ones they are so I don't misspeak. Yeah, right now I have my cover of Hell's Greatest Dad on streaming, which I had done with Lydia. I have my cover of More Than Anything, which I did with Barry. My cover of Poison is up, and let's see what else. Soldier Poet King is up, 2 Minutes Notice, and a streaming release exclusive cover of Never Enough from The Greatest Showman. If you don't know, I did a cover of that, it is on streaming. So yeah, I do have a few songs already available on streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, YouTube Music, Amazon. I think literally any platform my company goes through, so look up my name, I am on there. Let's see. How does it feel to live the dream being a college graduate? Yeah, it's nice. I think I hit the point though where I was so used to having a routine and a schedule and things that I had to do. So now that I'm no longer in that groove of things, I'm struggling to like find things to do, and I'm giving myself work to keep me occupied. But yes, so with the streaming updates, if you guys don't know, my Warrior Penelope role swap cover of Would You Fall in Love with Me Again, featuring Barry Bach, is releasing on all streaming platforms tomorrow, 12 a.m. So in 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, in literally 5 hours, it will be available for streaming on all platforms. I am very excited. I love that cover. It's one of my favorites that I've done. And I know a lot of you guys have been asking for my Warrior Penelope stuff to go onto streaming. And here is the deal with that. So it costs money to release songs onto streaming. Usually when you release something to streaming, you have to be able to, you need the commercial license to do so. So in the case of Would You Fall in Love with Me Again, I had to buy the commercial license for the instrumental, which cost me a bit of money. So if you guys want me to release more Warrior Penelope AU covers onto streaming, we gotta get this one, like we gotta get the views up on this one. We gotta get the listens up on this one. If I can make the money back, right, that I spent to get it onto streaming, then that will justify the cost of getting more onto streaming, if that makes sense. I think if this one does well enough on all the platforms, my next one I would release would be our Warrior Penelope of Suffering. That one's been doing really well on TikTok, and I've been getting a lot of comments on it for that one to go to streaming, and I would love to get Suffering on streaming. So let's get Would You Fall in Love with Me Again up there, and then we can talk about getting all the other ones up there too. And let me catch up on chat real quick. Let me get number one. Yeah, so what's your plans for future careers now that you're done with school? Yeah, absolutely. So, if you don't know, I live in Florida. I am unfortunately stuck in Florida. So once I move back, I currently live near Disney World. So once I move out of here, I'm going to be hanging around this state for about 1 more year. And then I am off to the West Coast to live. I'm going to be in California. And the goal is to... I'm currently pursuing voiceover as kind of like a part-time thing. And I definitely want to keep that up. If not, switch to full-time. So definitely I want to continue pursuing voiceover and just kind of see where the road takes me. You know, at least in California, I'll be near all my friends. So it'll be a very good time. My favorite covers. Yes, guys, I'm so excited for it to come out tomorrow. I've been wanting to get some epic covers on the streaming forever. So I really hope this one does well so I can release more. Are you still planning on Lullaby for a Princess? Yes, that is still releasing tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. 12, 11, 10, 9 a.m. Pacific Time on my channel. I'm just kind of pushing the advertising a bit more for my Would You Fall in Love with Me Again cover just because it's been so anticipated. But yes, I do also have a cover coming out tomorrow of Lullaby for a Princess from My Little Pony, because if you don't know, I love My Little Pony. Hi Eliana, welcome! Rashad! Aster, $5! A little goes a long way, especially for my theater cover artist. Hopefully this helps. Oh, thank you so much for the $5 donation. You're too kind. What? Guys! I was not expecting donations this stream. From a fellow Cali girl, I'm so excited to welcome you with open arms. Greet the world with open arms. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really excited. I was in California last year and I had so much fun. Like, I hung out, I met so many people. It was a blast. It was so great. Yeah, California is an amazing place to live. I lived there for 5 years when I was younger, and my mom always says she wants to move back there. Yeah, it's a really great place to connect with people and to meet people, especially if you're like in the arts industry, to meet people of a like mind and, you know, just people who share your views, and it's really nice. Yeah, so that's for the streaming release. I'm also releasing another song onto streaming that I have not talked about publicly yet. Not even my patrons know about this one yet. Patrons will be the first to know about it, so I won't disclose it here. But I do have another song going on to streaming. I think it is, let me double check the date on that. I think it's the 13th. Let me see. No, I lied. It's gonna be the 20th. Yes, I have another song going on to streaming on the 20th. That's not Epic the Musical, but the people I got to work with on it are all so talented. Singers, artists, and composers alike. I think you guys are really gonna enjoy it. But yeah, I definitely want to get more stuff onto streaming. But again, that just really depends on how well they do both on YouTube and in the streaming space. So just keep an ear out for that. Yes, Aster, you will know. If you're still here, both you and Similar will soon know what that cover is. I'll probably release it on Patreon tomorrow, maybe? Yeah, it'd be tomorrow. It's 2 weeks. Yeah. Yeah, Cha-Cha knows what it is. But yeah, that's the sitch on streaming. Would you fall in love with me tomorrow at 12 a.m.? I'm really excited. And I did some re-records for it too. The instrumental that I had used for that cover was different from the one that Jay had created, so I had to re-record some things. If you can catch those re-records, wow. Why is this comment still up? But yeah, there's that. And what else are we talking about? So streaming releases, rebrands. I don't think there's anything else for streaming. Let me think. No, I think that's it for streaming. I know for sure when the next Has Been Hotel season comes out, I was talking about this with the Cover Artist Discord server. We're gonna go crazy. So you can definitely expect some songs from season 2 going on to streaming on my end. No doubt there. Those always do well in the algorithm. So yeah, that for sure, more stuff is going on streaming. It's just gonna be selective based on how well they do on YouTube and how confident I am in that they will actually do well. Let's see. Yes, rebrand updates. So, you all know Loganne as the light pink blue jeans girl. That is changing. When do you think we'll see the new editions of your rebrand? Aster, you're so great at transitions. There we go. Thank you. You can already kind of see it in this stream, actually, in this setup I've got going. So we kind of have like a lo-fi kind of background going on behind me speaking here. We got some like comfy sofas, some string lights, and if you can't tell, the transitions in this are a very light purple. So we're gonna kind of be shifting from pink to purple, guys. I'm still gonna be keeping the light pink throughout my theming, but it's gonna more dominantly lean a very light purple instead of the light pink. Mainly because my bedroom that I had throughout college was a light purple. And purple is actually my favorite color. So yeah, the rebrand, first of all, is gonna change to purple. You'll start seeing that incorporated in my new cover that is coming out, the secret one that no one knows about yet. I kind of recorded my covers out of order, so it's going to be on and off a little bit with the end card changing. But at least with my YouTube banner and my icon, I'm expecting those changes to go into place probably end of this month, early next month. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I'm gonna be making some updates to my channel, and you'll see it slowly happening. You'll know. Yeah, so that's all I'm gonna say for now is purple. And my hair is gonna get some changes too. I don't actually have super long hair in real life, so I am gonna cut it down a bit for the persona of me online. But, oh, bye, Cha-Cha. Have a good night. Yes, and Seji here actually helped me come up with the aesthetic. Like, I sent her some pictures of what I was kind of thinking, and she put a label to it. Thank God. So, you will see, and my patrons will see the new hairstyle very, very soon. But my favorite singer is now adopting. It's your favorite color too? Yes, let's go. Purple is such a good color. Yeah, and I'm really adding changes because, at least in the cover artist industry or just YouTube in general, it's important to make yourself stand out and to kind of have your own brand you, as my marketing professor always said. And I think this new rebrand is gonna really represent who I am now versus who I was when I had started this channel. It's nothing too different, but the outfit change and the hair change and the whole aesthetic change, I think you guys will really like it. I haven't seen it done before in the creative space, so I'm very excited. Mad is when it drops. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm currently eyeing some artists, so we're gonna see. We're gonna see. But yeah, I think those are my updates for the streaming release stuff and the rebrand stuff. Purple is your third favorite color. That's a very specific order. I think pink is still like my second favorite color. But purple is definitely my favorite color. And the only reason it's my favorite is because there was this comic I read years ago on Webtoon called Purple Hyacinth. I don't know if y'all know what it is. I think it's on hiatus right now. It's been for a while, but oh my gosh. Kieran White, like, he's like a assassin, and whenever he killed people, he leave like a purple hyacinth behind. And it just became my favorite color afterwards. You just became a patron? Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Welcome to the music notes. Happy to have you. Yes, if y'all don't know, I do have a Patreon. I actually have a little fancy caption I can put on here. Hold on. There we go. I do have a Patreon. It is just my name, Loganne Digma. I post covers up 2 weeks early on there. I post a bunch of behind the scenes stuff, early demos where it's just me singing all the parts and I don't have collaborators on it yet. And I've also asked for ideas on Patreon too. I think it was Patreon where I had asked if I should cover Remember Them or some song. I said, should I cover this? And they went, yeah. And that's the only reason I covered it, was because the patrons asked me to. So there's definitely some special privileges being on Patreon, but no obligation. All right, bye, Apples. Thanks for being here. Where's my chat? Come back. Here it is. I lost it. There it is. My favorite color is blue and pink. Blue is really pretty. Blue is my mom's favorite color. I like, is turquoise isn't kind of blue, but I like a lighter blue. Oh, thank you, Aster. You are so sweet. Trying to learn how to navigate this streaming program. Where did my stuff go? There we go. Yes, and also this is an open Q&A stream. I will be streaming until 8, so for the next like 40 minutes, I'm here yapping. Oh, I did have a question on Instagram. Let me start going through some of these. So the first question I had gotten on Instagram was a crazy one. They had said, do you put your cereal before the milk or the milk before the cereal? I would hope I put the cereal before the milk. I do put cereal before the milk. That was asked by Solda's Voices. I think it's only criminals who put the milk before the cereal. Because why? The whole point of having cereal is to kind of let it slowly get soggy over time. You're not supposed to just like dunk it in. You're supposed to enjoy it first. But Said G, if it wasn't obvious, I live for yellow. And you slay yellow. Like, that is your color. Absolutely. Another question, who would put milk first? Who? I don't know. I hope that Soul, the person who asked the question, does not put milk first. That's like, that's like, I have no comparison. I really don't. Ooh, this is a good question. Hold on. Someone just asked the right question. Hold on. If you do a Phineas and Ferb cover, which song would you cover? Patrons, I have a Phineas and Ferb cover. Did I post it on Patreon yet? I don't know if I posted it on Patreon yet. I have one in the works. I don't know if I posted it yet. Aster! Oh my god. Well, Aster, that question for Count of Monte Cristo, keep an eye on Patreon tomorrow. Just keep an eye on Patreon. That I think the cover you're thinking of is the one that I'm gonna be showing. Oh, I did release a demo for that months ago, didn't I? Yeah, that's the one that may or may not be going on streaming. Yes. Yeah, that one. Yeah, so Phineas and Ferb, I do have a Phineas and Ferb cover in the works. I am going to be collabing with somebody very, very cool for that one, so stay tuned for that. We're cooking, guys. We are cooking behind the scenes. So that's cool. Yeah, so Count of Monte Cristo, absolutely. Phineas and Ferb, double yes. And yeah, I have a lot of songs that are currently like done, and they're uploaded unlisted on my channel. I just have to actually get them uploaded, and the goal was to like have a bunch of covers already recorded, so I had a backlog in case I'm not free to record for a period of time. But I've just recorded so many that I could not sing for 4 months and I'd be fine. But that sounds awful. So I think I'm gonna have to start like posting every weekend just so I can get these covers out, not every 2 weeks. Evil Boys, you gotta. Oh my gosh. Ah! Yeah, Phineas and Ferb songs hit. They're honestly solid. Busted? Is it busted? Maybe. Maybe it's busted. Maybe it's not busted. B-U-S-T-E-D, you are busted. That is a good one, though. I don't want to put the hurt on you, but you better believe me when I tell you that I finally got the dirt on you. You're busted. That one's so fun. It's so quick and simple, but like, it's fun. Oh, there's the Patreon notification. Ah! Slay, slay, slay. Well, wait till the comment shows up on the side so I can actually see it here. Yeah. Well, purple is purple. What is my favorite number? What an interesting question. See, these are my favorite kinds of questions. Like, what's your favorite shape? What's your favorite number? What's your favorite animal? Let me think. Favorite number. Probably not a big number. Like, nothing above like 30. Favorite number. I kind of want to say like 15. I don't know. I almost said 14, but I kind of like 15 because it's really easy to add. Like 15, 30, 45, 60, 75. I don't know. It's easy to add at intervals. And it's just like a nice number. It's not an even number, but it's in the middle of 10 and 20. Yeah, 15, final answer. Posting once a week might also help build your covers in the algorithm. Maybe. I don't know either, dude. I think we're all trying to figure out how the algorithm works. Like, some of us have tried not posting for a month and then posting again. And then, like, the cover did super well. And then we've also tried posting every day. Failed. Flopped. So, I think we're all kind of trying to experiment to see what works. Legit, I don't know how you get so many recorded. I'm lucky if I finish recording the day before I upload. Well, see, this goes back to the conversation of I'm out of college now, so I don't have that much to do until I start working in August. So I'm kind of chilling for the next month. And my roommates are super sweet, so if I want to record, I just say, hey, I'm gonna record, and they go, okay, and then I just do it. So it is. I also live like I work from home, so my bed is right next to my booth. So if I have the urge to record, I'm gonna just get up and do it. My favorite number is 16 because 2 raised to the power of 4 was 4 raised to the power of 2. 15. My God, 15 is a good number. It's the product of 5 and 3. The first 2 on prime numbers. This is my kind of logic right here. Oh, that's yeah. That's so real. That's so real and true. Yeah, the algorithm is very tricky. It is a very tricky one to navigate. That's kind of why I'm jumping around on covers right now. That's why I did Rosendale a few weeks ago, because like I feel like Rosendale, it's not underground, but it's not as known, but I know there is an audience for it. And that's also why I'm starting to, I themed my Tell Me It's You cover to Clarion and Mallory, because apparently there is a book talk audience out there for Wings of Starlight. So I'm kind of jumping around fandoms to see what sticks and what doesn't. And it seems the book talk fandom does find my channel, so I may theme more of my covers to fantasy books, because that seems to be working. My favorite number is 12. 12 is a good number. 12 is the name of an internet show I was in when I was like a kid, when I was 12. That was like my first animated show I ever voiced in. If you don't mind me asking, what's your favorite character and song in Phineas and Ferb? Okay, so I say I love Phineas and Ferb, and I'm kind of a fake fan because I've seen most of the show, but it was so long ago, and I haven't really rewatched it since. I think Busted is my favorite song just because that's the one I've heard the most. But my favorite character, I really like Jeremy. I don't know. I like Jeremy and Stacy. Though between the two of them, probably Jeremy. My favorite number is 3. For example, when you're hungry and you want a snack, 3 more cookies are perfect. Yes! 3 is the magic number. Yes, it is. It's the magic number. Da-da-da-da-da. Had a little baby. Now there's 3 in the family. It's the magic number. That's from, what's it called? Schoolhouse Rocks. So that's a good song. A song about 3. What is your favorite mythological creature? Ooh. When I was younger, I loved griffins. Griffins were, I don't know. I just loved the whole concept of griffins. They might still be my favorite. No, they're not. Let me think. Dragons is too I mean, I freaking love dragons, but that's very stereotypical because I played Dungeons and Dragons. So I'm not gonna say dragons. But griffins. I kind of want to say a phoenix. Phoenixes are really heckin' cool. Like, they turn into fire. And then, like, if they die, they just get reborn again. They're awesome, man. As an OC brain rotter, your covers are a godsend to me, Logan. It is a privilege. It is an honor. One of my favorite things that people comment on my videos are like how they picture my voice with their OCs, or I've seen some animatics of OCs with my covers, and like that makes me so happy because I always brain rot songs to my OCs too. Like that's how I come up with writing ideas. So the fact that my voice can help inspire original characters is awesome. And I especially love when people actually share their OC stories with me in the chat. Someone had did that on my preview for Would You Fall in Love With Me Again. They like shared their OC story, and that made me so happy. Please always share your OC with me. So good, so good. I miss chat. I've only seen songs from Phineas and Ferb. The new season's out. If you haven't like watched the show at all, Sedge, maybe watch like the first episode of the newest season. You didn't really miss much, to be honest. Hi Morningstar, welcome in. And like the show never ended. Yeah, I haven't watched the newest episode yet, but I know the whole plot. People have told me. Schoolhouse Rock, my beloved. Logan's Schoolhouse Rock cover. Dude, if I covered a song from Schoolhouse Rock, it would probably be the "We the People in order to form a more perfect union." That one, yeah, that's a good one. Establish justice, secure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense. That's a good one. And also, conjunction, junction, what's your function? That one's good too. Welcome in to the people who are just joining. Welcome in. It's the Phoenix. Yeah, the Phoenix is such a cool mythical creature. I don't know, but I think the great cosmic axolotl was pretty rad too. You know what? Axolotls are the best mythological creatures because they're not real. Axolotls aren't real. So they're pretty good too. Yes, please always share your OC stories. Oh my gosh. Yes, I love it. Like, I admit I sometimes brain rot to my own covers too. That's part of the reason that I do female covers of originally male sung songs, is because, like, usually it's a female character that I'm rotting to the song, and it just kind of helps me to hear a different voice on it to rot better. He did by far the best fighting someone in different places. Boom, Phoenix powers. Yes, literally. I've been writing a story based on your epic videos. I don't know where men are cursed and they're able to fight other men. Therefore, only women can fight each other. It's too. That's really cool. All based on my covers, I am honored. Wow, that's so cool. Thank you for sharing. What? Phoenix lovers, let's go. Yeah, so cool. Yeah, anything. I don't know. I've really been in like a fantasy era lately. A lot of my upcoming covers are revolving around like kingdoms and castles and fantasy and stuff. Because like I just released King by Rosendale. Tomorrow I have Lullaby for a Princess coming out. And then a few covers I have in the backlog include, let me see. I did Lonely King by CG5. That's coming out eventually. Let's see what else. Burn for You from Bridgerton. Not fantasy, but like it's still like royal stuff. Let's see what else. Yeah. So you get a lot of like castle inspired covers coming out. Logan, oh my god, can we meet some of your D&D characters? I want to hear about them. Unleash the brain rot. That's a loaded question. Okay, let me just pick like let me pick one. Or I can just try to narrow it down. Let me think. My cover of The King by Rosendale, I only covered it because I used it to rot to one of my... He was the villain in my now finished D&D campaign that I ran called... his name is Fenris Claris. And he's a villain in an Eren Yeager kind of way. He was kind of... He made himself the villain to bring the rebellion and the kingdoms together to stop him. So that way the rebellion would come out of this as the heroes, as they were the ones who killed Fenris Claris, who killed him. He was like a exiled prince because his views were so rebellious compared to what the kingdoms wanted, what his father wanted, the king wanted from him. But eventually in the rebellion, he fell in love with a woman named Lilith. They had a daughter. And Lilith and his daughter named Marie, they are in the sequel campaign I'm going to be running soon, and I'm very excited. Fenris is just a giant play on Lucifer Morningstar, like fallen angel. He was banished from his kingdom, falls in love with Lilith, and they have a kid like Charlie Morningstar, but her name's Marie Rayburn Claris. Oh yes, you know what Fenris is. Yes, I've paid Sedge to draw Fenris so many times. But yeah, Fenris Claris is my baby boy, and he makes more appearances. Even though he's dead, he comes back, and I'm very excited. Phoenixes, Phoenixi, Phoenixin. I don't know. Probably just Phoenixes. What's your favorite song from Epic? Wait, come back. What's your favorite song from Epic the Musical? Fenris is hot. I don't blame you, Aster. I had to say that. Anyways, favorite song from Epic the Musical, Isaiah asks. Let me think. That's tough because my favorite song changes. It depends what I listen to at the time because I also brain rot to Epic. So whatever I'm listening to the most is my current favorite song from Epic. But musically, hold on, I made a tier list and I sent it to my friend. Let me see if that tier list is still accurate. That actually might help me organize my thoughts. Let me look. This music is like a little aggressive. I'm gonna change this to chill hop. Okay. Why didn't y'all tell me that music was so loud? Okay. I'm trying to find my Epic. Here it is. Okay. Oh, really? No, that makes sense. Okay. Not including the Ithaca Saga, according to my tier list. Just a Man is probably... No, that's accurate. I think Just a Man is my favorite song from Epic still. The Troy Saga has a very special place in my heart. I love it. Let me see. I need you to know that your next MC covers have to fuel my villain OCs. Oh my gosh, yes! Montague, yes! Ah! Yeah, that song is also on one of my D&D characters playlists too. Yeah, that's why I covered it. Was because of the OC rot. We're in the same boat. I want to play D&D one day so bad. Dude, it's so fun. Like, especially as an actor, it's so great to just know a character and just have fun with it. Just have conversations with the character, you know? It's a make-believe game in a fantasy world. It's so fun. And there's different styles of D&D too. Like, I think a big reason people don't play D&D is because they think it's really complicated. It's not. I think what makes it intimidating is the character sheet. Like, there's so many numbers and so many stats. It's all just stuff to help you roleplay. It's just to see how well you succeed or fail at certain scenarios. That's it. That's all the numbers do. I still love Fenris and I'm not over him. Me neither. Me neither. I can't wait for him to show up again. Fenris is my baby. I did another cover with Fenris too. I was my, what's it called? From Journey to Bethlehem. In My Blood? I think that's what it was called. Seji also did the art for that one. But he has a booty. He does have a booty. Fenris in love with my beloved. Yes. Adding to that question above, do you have a favorite musical? If so, what is your favorite song from that musical? Ooh. Let me pull up my Spotify super quick. Hold on. I think I already have at least my favorite musical. But let me just see real quick. I'm a little biased because I actually saw it on Broadway with Eva and Ree, but probably Hadestown. I love me a good tragedy, and yeah, I don't know. Something about Hadestown is it hasn't quite been done on the stage before, and it's very unique. And even though it takes place clearly many millennia in the past, it still tackles like the whole concept of poverty and classism today. And it's just such a great job at retelling a mythological story but incorporating modern day elements. Like the whole theme of Hades is capitalism. Like the underworld is quite literally our reality. So yeah, I love Hadestown. Favorite song from Hadestown? Wait for Me is like the basic answer, but I kind of want to say Flowers, which is Eurydice's song. Flowers, I remember fields of flowers soft beneath my heel. That one's really good. It makes me cry. Epic has a tier list. You can make a tier list for it. Yeah, if you just search up online, Epic tier list, it will come up, and you can organize it by saga, by song, however you want. But including the Ithaca Saga, I think Would You Fall in Love with Me Again moved up the ranking just because of Warrior Penelope, to be honest. But hot take, I also really like Hold Them Down. I don't know. That song is just really well written musically. I'm trying to catch up on chat. Hold on. I think you'll play any play. I've never. Wait, Daggerheart? That sounds familiar. Let me see what that is real quick. Daggerheart. Oh! No, I do know what this is. I am down to try any kind of tabletop. I've only really done 5e D&D, but I am open to anything. I'm down to try new things as long as the DM knows what they're doing, because I don't. I absolutely. Yeah, D&D can be fun, but it really depends on your GM. Absolutely. I actually want to bring this out. This is a very good point. Yeah, D&D is only as fun as the DM allows it to be. For those who don't know, the GM or DM, the Game Master or Dungeon Master, they're the ones who run the game. They're the ones who create the story. They're the ones who moderate. It is up to them to create the world for you to play in. If the DM isn't flexible with players trying... Like, of course, it's important to have rules and limitations because it is a game. But it's also important as the DM to let your players try something. They want to... I don't know... If they have the ability to cast a spell to send flamingos after a giant dragon, if they can do that, why shouldn't they be able to? Let them try. Even if you know it's not going to work, just let them try. Don't be a stickler. Have fun with it. Yeah, D&D, if you play with the right group, it is so much fun. Now I gotta know, what's your favorite race and class in D&D? Mine is Drow and Paladin and Bard. Drow, I say both. Elves are really freaking cool. One of my NPCs is a Drow elf. Her name's Drika. Love her. Paladins and Bards are really fun too. I don't think I've played a Paladin as a player. I've had NPCs who are Paladins, but I have played a Bard before as a player, and she was really fun. Her name was Cordelia, I think. Favorite race. I'm really basic, but I like elves. I know that's like the most basic answer anyone could give, but it's the fantasy girly in me. Specifically high elves, though, I will say. High elves are very cool. Oh, you know what? I'll give you a twist answer. Avarial elves. They're elves with wings. Now, they're really freaking cool. They're not played a whole lot because DMs don't like their players having, like, the ability to fly for, like, meta reasons. But I love Avarial elves. My favorite class to play. I think Ranger. I'm not a huge fighter-only kind of person, but I'm also not a spell-casting-only person, and Rangers are a good mix of both, so I'm gonna say a Ranger. And a Avarial Elf Ranger, that sounds awesome. As a stat lover, I love D&D. Complicated D&D is my dream. Oh, frick yeah. Hades Town, incredible taste, base Hades. Yes, base Hades! I can definitely see you starring in Hades Town. I haven't seen the musical before, but I have heard most of the songs. That's what I like about Eurydice's role in Hades Town. She's an alto. Like, her role is doable. It's actually in my range. Logan, if I was Orpheus, know that I would always look back for you. Oh! I'm so sad that you would turn around, but also I'm really happy you would. Check out Miranda Plaw. She's done some incredibly beautiful animations for it. They're so... Ooh, I've seen a lot of animations for Hades Town, but I haven't actually checked them all out. Oh, I'm caught up in chat, thank God. Listen, Hold Them Down is catchy. It is dark, yes, but it scratches the music worm itch so much. Yes! Yes! Like, I unironically find myself, like, if I'm in the shower, I just go... Like, the minor... it's so good. The minor shift is so good. The singer playing a bard? No, she says lovingly. I don't play bards a lot, surprisingly. I've only ever played as a bard that one time, mainly because I like playing as either healing characters or just pure DPS. I'm not a huge support person, but bards are pretty fun. Lilith is a bard. Fenris is girly. She is a bard. Makes sense because she's Lilith. But a Burial Elf Ranger is literally just straight up my persona. Let's go! You get it! A Burial Elves are awesome! Heck yeah! Having your favorite D&D character die early on is such a struggle. Oh my goodness. Ugh! Yeah, I've killed off some NPCs in my games that I do regret killing, but it's for the plot, you know? It's for the plot. Though I've never died, or well, like as a DM, I've never killed a PC, at least not intentionally. And I've never died as a player, thank God. But yeah, killing NPCs for the plot, it hurts, but it's a sacrifice that must be made, you know. Bye, Joel. Thanks for being here. But yeah, I love talking D&D. First time I play a bard, they're gonna be a grand. He's retired and turns recipes as bardic inspiration. Please, that's so cute. Oh my gosh. I gotta text you about D&D later, Seji, because I had an idea that I wanted to run by you, and another friend of mine who is also not in America. So I may be able to work something out for you guys if you'd be interested. I will text you about it later though. I was thinking on it. I was pondering it. I love running one-shots and stuff, so good. Oh yes, I did get another question on Instagram. Let me pull that up super quick. I forget who asked it, but I did have it written down. Yeah, any advice for trying to find casting calls for people who want to get into voiceover? Where should I look? Yeah, so I think I answered this. I think I answered them directly on my Instagram, but I will also answer it here. For voiceover casting calls, I would recommend, at least for indie stuff, VA. So on Discord, there is a Discord server called VAC, Voice Acting Club, which is very good. You can find the invite link on their Twitter page or X page, which is also just called VAC. They post both paid and unpaid casting calls in there. Twitter/X is also a great resource to find casting calls. There's always calls out there for video games, indie animations, podcasts/audio dramas, things like that. Plenty of opportunities on Twitter and Instagram. I've seen some student short films on Instagram as well. And I mean, ACX for audiobooks, I suppose. I don't work through ACX, but ACX does have audiobook work and narration work. Speaking of D&D, have you ever played Baldur's Gate 3? No, I haven't. I have not, but Gale. That is my answer. Gale is my answer. For any question. I don't have the proper PC setup to run any high-powered games. All I have is a laptop. But once I actually get settled in Cali, I definitely want to get a PC set up because I really want to play games with my friends. All my friends can stream and play together, but I can't join them because I don't have the ability to. So I definitely want to get a PC. And then I'll play Baldur's Gate. I'll be way too late to the Repo train by then, but I've been watching so many Repo gameplays. I want to play Repo so bad, but I just can't. My laptop won't... It won't run it. Oh, you so do. I'm down, no question. Heck yeah. We'll figure something out. But we got it. I once played... Wait, I can't read. I once played a character cursed having 2 personalities, and every attack I had to roll a die to see if my character changed. One was chaotic good, the other was lawful evil. Oh, that's really fun. Ooh, and then, like, your attack would vary depending on which side is in control of the character. That is really cool. Yeah. You were so real for picking Gale. Gale! Originally, I was an Asterian girly. Astarian, however you say it. I say Asterian. Girly. But then, like, I started seeing more gameplay with Gale and, like, romancing him. immediate Gale. Like, I switched so fast. I don't know. Gale. You never know who might be watching on Twitter when it comes to casting calls. Twitter has lots of great casting call resources. Very great. Good stuff. Only the DM and I knew which one was out. Oh, that's so cool. So then the rest of the party had to kind of learn by watching and seeing, like, based on how you're acting, which side of this cursed character was in play. That's such an interesting concept. That is really cool. I'm running a one-shot for some friends in a few months, and we're doing something different where they have to create their characters, but they don't remember any of their lives. So I told them to create, like, they can name themselves, they can make their race and their class, but give me 5 emotions that they have felt in their life. And that's all they remember. And the rest of their story, they have to figure out. And I'm really excited because I've never ran a game where the players don't know their own backstories. And I get to kind of write them. So that'll be exciting. But yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Oh. Totally random question. If you could be an animal, what animal would you be? My inner alpha wants to say a wolf. No. Let me think. I'm kind of torn between a fox and an owl. Both owl because I want to fly. Plus owls are just like really pretty. But also foxes because they're so goofy. I love foxes. Their little noises. I think I'm gonna say an owl, final answer. Just because I don't know. Owls are, everyone always turns, stops, and looks to see an owl. Like birds, people don't really care. But owls are so pretty. Specifically though, what kind of owl? Let me see, what was that movie I watched? Types of owl? Yeah, a barn owl. Barn owls are so pretty. I would love to be a barn owl. So freaking cool. Yeah, No Memories campaign that leads to so many creative choices and heartbreak. Yes! I'm definitely gonna throw in some plot twists in there. It's supposed to be a one-shot, but I think it's gonna turn into a 3-shot with these guys, which is so fun. I'm excited. I love DMing voice actors. Fennec Fox 100%? Heck yeah! Well, you do give vibes of a 9-tailed fox. Oh my gosh, I'm a fox! I am shifty, I am goofy, I am unpredictable. Have you seen an owl run though? I have. The way they spread out their wings. Owls are so cool. They're so silly. I love them. They're long stick legs. If you could reset a day if it didn't go your way, how often would you use it and why would you use it? I think it would depend on like the context of why the day didn't go my way, because I do think like there's a lesson in things not going your way, learning why, and then moving on from it. I mean, I suppose like if the bad thing happened and then you reset your day, you would still learn from it, but you wouldn't face the consequences of it. And I think, you know, facing those consequences is important. So I think I would only use it if the thing that happened completely throws off my schedule. Like if it just like puts a roadblock in all of my plans, and if it interferes with something that affects somebody else. If it's just like something that's affecting me personally, I probably wouldn't use that power, but if it was affecting somebody else, I would. Their legs, literally. Swiper no swiping. Yeah, yeah, and again with Summerfest, I admit I had never heard of it until it was mentioned in my server. By the way, guys, I have a Discord server. The link is, I think it should be in the description of this live stream. I do have a Discord server. I post updates in there. I chat with y'all. It's a great time. So be sure to join the Discord server if you haven't already. But yeah, I haven't heard of Game Fest until the Discord server, until y'all mentioned it. That is disappointing though. I haven't heard much of it in the voiceover community either. But what can you do? Hi Lily, welcome in. Dragon's Dogma 2 community be copying all day. I remember other types of like indie game fests, like I think it was just called Game Jam. I think it was one of them. I used to participate in those a lot. But yeah, they were fun. They were fun. I was in a game for Game Jam. I think it was a year ago. And the reason I auditioned for it was because of the name. I wanted that name on my resume, which is really funny. It's a really long name, so I can't say it off the top of my head. Let me actually just pull up my IMDb real quick. Let me see what it was called. It was called... Oh, was it you who mentioned that? Oh, it was called... I transmigrated into an Otome game as Villager A, and I am determined to marry an NPC to escape the plot. But wait! Everyone is a silhouette? I played the main character in that. I wanted the name on my credit. And it was a really cute game. It was a Game Jam game. She like played like it's like a, what's it called? An Izuki type game where she was transported into a world and she has to romance silhouettes. And only once she romanced them did she learn like what they actually look like. It was really silly. If you watch Disney, of course I watch Disney, I live by Disney World. What Disney villain do you like most? Okay, well, let's answer the first question. My favorite Disney villain. Ooh. Let me think. Disney villain. Huh. I don't know. I mean, Hades from Hercules is a good answer because, I mean, it's Hades, man. He's so goofy. He's not like your typical villain. I really like Hans from Frozen because, I don't know, I feel like we don't get a lot of twist villains like that anymore in Disney, or at least like any modern media. So I really like Hans. It like Love is an Open Door is technically a villain song, if you think about it. But it's so misleading because you would never guess that. Love is an open door. Like, it does not give that. Yes, she is so goofy. I love her too. Let me catch up on chat real quick. Oh, which one do you think is most like me? Probably still Hades, to be honest. He's just like so done with everybody's stuff. He's just so done putting up with people, but he does. He's so goofy. I do like him. Oh, Wolf, because I'm loyal to my family. Yes, Kevin, excellent answer. What is my favorite game, just in general? Favorite game? I don't really play a lot of video games because I don't have a PC. Can I say games that like I've watched gameplay of? If we include that, probably The Last of Us. I've seen that all the way through. No, that's not true. Detroit Become Human is, yeah, I think that might be my answer for favorite game. That is a good game. I remember that game. Hi, Jackie! Yes, literally the only reason I wanted it, just for that credit, just for that title credit. What is your favorite video game you've worked on as a voice actor? Oh, come back, chat. Not the voice acting, but for the gameplay. Okay, let me think. Oh, yeah. Favorite game that I've voiced in just because. The game that I shall not name that starts with, that rhymes with Genshin Impact. That's a good game. I did that was a fun game to be in. Aside from that, let me think. I kind of okay. Hold on, I have to pull up my. I gotta pull up my resume. Hold on, I gotta see what I've been in. Let me see. Here we go. Okay, what have I been in? Ooh, Dragonair was really cool. Dragonair Silent Gods was a really cool game. That was a game that's very, it's also D&D based. You roll a d20 and it determines like your combat and stuff. Matthew Mercer was in that game with me. That was a really fun game. I played a bunch of kids. Like I voiced so many kids in that game. If you play Dragonair and you hear a kid screaming or shouting and talking, it's probably me doing like 15 different voices. Otome game protagonist, heck yeah. Frollo, yes. Have you seen Gravity Falls? Of course I've seen Gravity Falls. I watched that back in freshman year of high school. I actually had to learn the intro theme to Gravity Falls on the piano for my piano class back in high school. The soundtrack in Detroit Become Human is phenomenal. I know. I also learned the intro theme for that on piano as well. It's so good. Everything about that game is incredible. If you have seen Gravity Falls, what is your favorite character? I think that's a really good question. Can I be basic? I like Bill Cipher. I don't know. I really like goofy villains, silly villains. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when. Yeah, that we'll meet again some sunny day. Yeah, Bill Cipher is iconic. Love him. Yeah, Wattpad days went crazy with Gravity Falls back in high school. No, I don't. Because again, I don't have a PC, so a lot of these, and I have a MacBook too. So a lot of the games that I voice in, I just don't have the ability to play. I just physically cannot play them, which sucks. But I always try to watch gameplay of the things I'm in to see if I can hear myself. If you could turn, oh, here we go. If you could turn any film into a musical, which would it be? That's ooh. It's like the reverse of the question I would have expected. Any film into a musical. Ooh. I gotta think about this one real quick. Hold on. What films have I seen? How to Train Your Dragon has kind of been on the mind, but they already kind of turned that into a musical because at Epic Universe, I had saw their How to Train Your Dragon show. And they have a song. They wrote a song for the movie. It was really good. For the movie. Yeah, it was really good. Film. Narnia. I want to turn Narnia into a musical. That is a musical, isn't it? No, wait, that is a musical. Never mind. That's not original thought. I gotta listen to that. Narnia. What else? What has not been turned into a musical? I gotta think. I've been watching a lot of stuff recently. I don't know. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time thinking of films right now. Films are turned into a musical. It's not really a film, that's a book series. So many book series I want to see turned into musicals, but films? I need to go through like my movie list. I'll come back to this one. For some reason I cannot think of a freaking movie that I mean, How to Train Your Dragon would be a good answer because like I think there's a lot of potential in those songs. Like they could be like so like Nordic based songs. Like those would be so pretty. Ugh. How to Train Your Dragon would be really pretty. Respect up on chat. Watermelon or lettuce? Lettuce. I love lettuce. Favorite trick Bill Cipher does? I can tell you my least favorite trick Bill Cipher does. Favorite, he's kind of everywhere and kind of dark and chaotic. So I can't pick a favorite, but least favorite, it's the face one. I hate the face one where it like shifts like where the face features are. That one sucks. Ugh. I like Ford. Would you consider yourself a soldier, poet, or king and queen? I'm a Leo, so probably a queen. I naturally tend to fall into leadership roles whenever I do stuff, just because I just want to get things done. So probably queen. Baldur's Gate 3 soundtrack is awesome too. Heck yeah. I'm now imagining Logan watching YouTube playthroughs and happily going, "That's me!" every time she hears herself. Yeah, I do. I've seen the first Sonic movie, but I haven't seen the second or the third one. I know they're good though. Speaking of How to Train Your Dragon, how do you feel about the romantic feels giver that is, "Oh, my dearest one, my darling dear, your mighty words astound me." Oh, I love that song. Feel your arms around me, do 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 do. Yeah, that song. When I was at Epic Universe here in Orlando, when I was waiting for the How to Train Your Dragon show, they started playing for the dancing and the dreaming in the background, and I almost sobbed. Like, it was really bad. They just casually played it on the speakers in the theme park, and I was gonna lose my mind. Oh, I love that song dearly. So much. JoJo's the musical would go, that would go hard. Hi, Bo! Oh my gosh! Hi! Welcome to the stream! Ah. Yeah, if there was a third season of Gravity Falls, I would love more history on the bros and the brothers. Ford and Stan have a really interesting dynamic. We see their backstory. I think we get like a couple episodes on them in season 2, but not that much. I think it'd be really cool. I think it's still important to keep Dipper and Mabel at the center stage if there was to be another season, but I would like to see more focus on Ford and Stan. Absolutely. Disney let a lot of things slide in Gravity Falls. I mean, I've seen Alex Hirsch, like, I've seen him post about, like, his back and forths with Disney and things he could and couldn't include, which I think is really funny. But yeah, Gravity Falls got away with a lot, for sure. But it was a really good show, and yeah, that's it. Gravity Falls is great. I dislike Sonic 1 and 2, but I love Sonic 3 so much. Yeah, again, I have not seen Sonic 2 and 3. You should watch the other Sonic movies. I'm not a Sonic person. I really enjoyed them. Yeah, I hear they're good. I do. I don't know why I haven't seen them. I'm like, now that like I live not at home, like I live away now, no one takes me to movies. Like, if I want to see a movie, I have to go myself and then, like, get people together. So unless I bootleg it, I just haven't really had a reason to go to the theater to watch a film lately. But I think Sonic's... I'd have to rewatch the first Sonic, but then I would watch Sonic 2 and 3 just to see what the hype is about, for sure. Oh my gosh, everyone is here. Hi everybody. Did you see that Alex Hirsch and the rest of the GFSR were planning ways to defeat Bill? So for months on a whiteboard, Disney headquarters, there were the words, "How to kill God." No, I don't think I've seen that. What? That is really funny. I mean, basically, yeah, because they made the character of Bill Cipher so powerful that the only way you could really stop him is to kind of make him stop himself, which is what they ended up doing. Yeah, and that's what happens when you make a very overpowered villain. They're really cool, but the only way you can really stop them is for them to either, like, use their past against them or have them stop themselves somehow, which is an awesome concept. But I'm the guy in the family who forces people to watch movies in the theater. You're the guy that I need in my family. Like, I need someone to say, let's go watch a movie, because otherwise, I ain't going to the theater. I need someone to ask me so I have a reason to go. I'm really bad at starting things, but if you ask me to do something, I will. Oh, they're making... I mean, I guess it makes sense they're making a Sonic 4, but I had no idea. Oh, Amy! Yay! Dorito Man could be my god. I accept this reality. I wouldn't complain too much. As long as he doesn't, like, face warp me, I'm chill. I'm cool. I think I can fix him, to be honest. I think I'm just that girl. I think I could change him. Have you written... Oh, let me put this up on the thing. Have you written your own songs? If so, have you released them? I am not a writer by any means. I did write a song once, years ago. It was back in 2018, I believe it was. It was called Empty Fields. It was a Hades and Persephone song. But I'm not a writer by any means, but I would love to write my own songs. But I'm just not a lyricist. I'm not a composer. But it's definitely something I've thought about. Bye, Similar. Thanks for showing up at the stream. I appreciate you. And thank you again for the donation. You're so kind. Ah! Don't change him. Join him. I mean, you know what? If he'll have me, I'll join him. If Bill Cipher will have me at his side, I'd be happy to. It just depends. It depends. It depends on what he's willing to do and not to do. Like, if he must rule the world, he gotta have me by his side. If he won't have me by his side, then I'm taking him with me. Then I'm gonna change him. I'll just stream them. Please do. Wow, we should have streaming nights. We should have movie nights in the Discord server. Oh my gosh, that'd be so cool. Movie nights. Ooh, Simon. Yeah, I love when villains have like double motivations or double reasons why they do things that just aren't very obvious on the surface. Like, complicated villains are my favorites. I hope I get to see you work on some originals soon. Oh, I would love to, Bo. I don't know. It's something I definitely need to think about. I'd have to do some research and do some practice, but writing music does sound very fun. I've had ideas in the past, but... if you're into Greek myths, which one is your favorite? I'm personally a big fan of the Odyssey, of course, and A Tale of Psyche and Eros. Okay, so I admit I don't know that much of Greek mythology, but I was in a very big dub of Lore Olympus, which I know has a lot of hate, but hear me out, on Webtoon. So that kind of introduced me to at least like surface level Greek stories. So Eros and Psyche is a good one. Let me think. What Greek stories do I know? I mean, Circe's. I recently read Circe by Madeline Miller, I think is her name. Yeah. Which I know it's not, all of it isn't completely accurate, but I loved Circe. Like, I don't know, something about her character just, it hits. Circe's story is very good. Of course, Patroclus and Achilles. I love them with all my heart, too. Heck yeah. Discord server stream. You would have made the deal with Bill? Probably. Alright, Bill, thanks for stopping in. Have a great rest of your day. You're so fine. I will talk to you later. We're all here for the vibes. We're here to vibe. I'll probably wrap up the stream in 15. We'll say 8:30. I definitely want to stream more often in the future for sure, because this is so fun. Maybe I can try to make it like a once a month thing, because it's great to just kind of like vibe and connect with you guys and just chill outside of me screaming into your ears on videos that have been pre-recorded months ago. Yeah. Maybe I'll make streaming a once a month thing. That could be cool. Like the first Friday of every month or something, you know? If my schedule allows it. If not, then the last Friday, but we can switch it around. That'd be cool. Bo going off to do the recording. I have nothing to record. I mean... I could always record more things, but I have to get my current covers released first. Let me see how many I have in the backlog. It's really bad. So including that one, not including Low by Fur Princess, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 covers in the backlog. And if I were to stick to my once every 2 weeks schedule, that's 12 weeks. That is 3 months worth of covers. That's 3 months of me sitting here not recording, which that ain't gonna happen. So yeah, exactly. Like Jafar was basically a god. Once he became a genie, like there was no stopping him unless he was the cause of his own demise, which is one of my favorite tropes for any villain. I think I said that already, but yeah, Jafar is a great example. I could totally make it 15 more minutes. Oh my god, you got this. But there's no pressure, of course. If you're going to bed, go to bed. I'm all in for movie nights in Discord, by the way. That's a good idea. It'd be really fun. I definitely want to have more VCs in the server just to get a bit more active. Logan, I've said this before, but how do you sing like you're running out of time? I covered non-stop on my channel a long time ago. I don't know. I just get the urge. I get the musical urge to just pop a tune, and I do. Especially when I'm home alone, it's dangerous because then I know like I can sing the craziest song, and my voice can crack, and no one's gonna hear me. That's when I should be feared. That's when the microphone should be afraid. It's so many. The people need to hear them. I know. Have you listened to the song? Does that make me insane? Haven't been, yeah. Or Smile Like You Mean It. I covered both of those on my channel, actually. My insane cover is doing really freaking well. I think that's at like, how many views now? Let me see. Yeah, that's at like almost 300,000 views. Yeah, I covered Insane on my channel, and then I covered Smile Like You Mean It, I think sometime last year. Very fun. Smile like you mean it. I sing it higher than that though. What key did I sing that in? Let me see. Oh, it was 8 months ago when I did that one. What's a movie you would like to see a game made out of? Y'all are asking these questions in reverse. This is insane. Okay. A movie I want to see a game made out of. See, now I want to say Narnia. I can actually say Narnia now, unless there already is a Narnia game. Like, imagine an open world game of Narnia. How much you could explore and how many, like, quests there could be in different regions. Yeah, that'd be so cool. And, like the White Witch is a boss battle? Hello? And the wolves can be, like smaller opponents that, like, if you enter the woods, they'll be... Oh, yeah. Narnia. 100%. Get a belt when you're home alone. Yes! Absolutely. Smile like you mean it. Here, what key was this in? Let me see what key I did this in. Oh, smile like you mean it. Take a chance and you could seize it. In other words, you smile your way through it. Grit your teeth and get right to it. If you could star as any role in any musical, who would it be? Ooh, I said it earlier, but Eurydice. I don't know. Like, it's so rare to find a role in today's theater that's doable. Like, the only like crazy high note Eurydice has is the "I'm coming," but you don't even have to do the opt up on that. That's a choice. Probably Eurydice from Hades Town for a musical. In a male role, ooh. Okay. Let me think. What's the character? I haven't actually seen Moulin Rouge, but I just want to sing "Why Does My Heart Cry?" Probably just that. Whatever character sings that, I want his role. because I just want to do the Jordan Fisher can't fight. I want to do it. But villains who are secretly the good guys but achieve their goals through villainous means. That was Fenris Claris, guys. Well, he wasn't really a good guy. He did some very bad things for a good outcome. But yes, that, love it. Absolutely love it. 5-minute song. I won't talk about my rates publicly on stream, but you're more than welcome to email me about my rates. I am totally open for, I do a lot of vocal work for people all the time, especially for nerdcore songs. So definitely shoot me an email. My email is listed in my YouTube bio, and I'd be happy to discuss song commissions. I love singing for people. It is so great. Saji, you would kill Beetlejuice. Oh my gosh. Yes, please. Yeah, you would eat. Sandpaw, that's me. I am Sandpaw. He smells like a kitty pet. I love Sandpaw, my girly girl. I'm so excited for Warrior Cats animated, by the way. Like, the production behind the scenes, guys, you're not ready. You're not ready. I want to play Veronica from Heathers. Yes, you do. Heck yeah. And Alexander Hamilton. Excellent choice. Excellent choice. Yeah, Hamilton songs are pretty easy to sing too. That'd be really fun. Imagine playing the main character in a musical that's named after your character. Like Evan Hansen or Hamilton or whatever other musicals are named after the character. Oops, I'm just still up behind this. Feelings I can't fight. Where'd my chat go? Come back, chat. There it is. Bye. Bristle Frost! Oh! Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's another song I have on streaming. Blick to Me posted it, but we're just dual vocalists on that. But Sink Away, I sang as Bristle Frost. The sea is dark and cold, it vows to drag us down. Our feet forget the touch of sweet, nope. Something in solid ground. I forget the words. We're barely floating now. We can't keep up this pace. You voiced Sandpaw too? That is awesome. Let's go. Let's rep our girl. Any books you've read recently you particularly enjoyed? I am currently reading a series called, well, the first book's called Defy the Night, but Defy the Night, second book was called Defend the Dawn, and I'm about to read the third book called Destroy the Day. It is very much like a Princess Bride trope where the love interest turns out to be the very enemy the main character was like sworn against. But she doesn't care. Like, oh, it's so good. But they're still in love and they get it up to their own shenanigans. It's like a fantasy political romance kind of thing. We should do an entire gender swap of the Book of Mormon one day. Dude, we gotta continue it. I know we started it like years ago. We gotta keep going. We gotta keep going. But mostly me. I was never a Grand Theft Auto person, but I did hear about the GTA 6 trailer, and I think Florida was in it. At least Miami was in it. I'm not from Miami. I think I've been to Miami like twice. It seemed accurate to me. I'm not. I never play GTA, but it looked good. It did look good. It sounds lovely. It is Defy the Night, and it's not like borderline smut either. So it's a good book for readers of all levels. Unlike ACOTAR, which I am an ACOTAR girly, but I would not recommend that to the general populace because I would not. Hello, my name is Elder Price. Na, 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 na. I remember the first time I listened through the Book of Mormon, I was getting my oil changed And I had like an hour to spare, so I just kind of pulled out the headphones and I listened through the entirety of the Book of Mormon. Because that hour oil change turned a bit longer, so I just kind of chilled. I'm reading a message from my boss. I hit that thing. We are approaching our final 4 minutes of this stream. So if y'all have any dying final questions while I am... 3 minutes left. So if you have any dying final questions, now is the time to ask them. Or you know, just ask in the comments too. That is also an option, or just email me, or just text me on Discord. Just at me in the server. I do have a questions channel there too. But this is also your final time to ask me a question with the remaining 3 minutes. At least to get an answer now. It's one of the best shows to see live. They're playing it at my hometown, but they're playing it literally the week. I'm not there yet. I move like in like a month. But they're playing it now. I'm jealous. Alright, bye Simon. Thanks for stopping in. Aster, what? One more for the road. Thank you so much for streaming, Logan. It was a gift chatting with you. I can't wait for all you have planned. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I love you. Ow. Yes, I cannot wait to show everybody the things I have cooking. I'm very excited. For my patrons here in the chat still, stay tuned for tomorrow. Let me make a reminder to make that post tomorrow so I just don't sit here and hype it up and then forget to share it. Hold on. AST. And don't forget tomorrow, Would You Fall in Love with Me comes out on Spotify. You can find the link to my Spotify. It should be in the description. If you go to my link tree, or if you just search up my name on Spotify, like if you just type in Logan, it also will come up. Spotify, Apple Music, whatever you have, it will be there in 4 hours. Warrior Cats is the best. Yeah, it is. Who is your favorite character in Warrior Cats? Okay, so I haven't read the most 2 recent arcs. I stopped during Violet Shine's era. Violet Shine and Twig Branches thing. I stopped around there. So, from those books prior, my favorite character... I'm thinking about it because when I was a kid, I really loved Ivy Pool. Like, Ivy Pool had my heart. We love our edgy baddie, our girl. Wasn't a huge Doubling person. Did love Ivy Pool. Trying to think who else I liked. I like all the edgy ones. Scourge was a great character too. Scourge is also really great. That was the first song I ever covered when I was like 9, was Phenomenon by Thousand Foot Crutch. But there was a Scourge AMV out from Warrior Cats at the time. I did cover that. Oh, it is 8:30. Yes, Spotify, Patreon posts, so much cooking. Sandpaw/Storm is a queen. We love her. But yeah, it is 8:30, so I'm going to wrap up the stream here. But again, thank you all so much for tuning in for the past hour and a half. This has been so fun. Keep an eye on my channel for that rebrand. I'll probably stream again before the rebrand happens. Not a guarantee, but if I do, I'll talk about it. And yeah, have a great weekend, everybody. Stay safe, and I will catch y'all in tomorrow's upload. Thanks for tuning in.